Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we have episode 8's preview, which has just been found over on the What TV series Discord server. So without further ado, let us give this a watch. Okay, I cannot wait.
Only on Prime Video.
Oh, the blight.
We're getting closer.
Oh.
The Dark One's strength is building.
A battle.
The last
knew it.
battle is here.
Taryn's Gap.
All 5 of you have a part to play.
Oh, proper battle. What?
I
Matt
promise you, when
is
your
in
life's on the
this.
line,
No
the
way.
power will be there.
The Wheel of Time.
Wow. That is mad. I'm literally finishing up a video on Matt and how they're going to reintroduce him into season 2. But he's in episode 8 by the looks of things, which I think is absolutely ridiculous and crazy to me. I did not expect that in the slightest. So maybe everything we thought we knew about when he exited is completely wrong. Wow. Okay. So there is a lot to go over in this now. So let's begin at the beginning. Well, obviously we've got a much bigger and greater look at the Blight, and it seems as though they've gotten a little bit further into the Blight now. So yeah, I'm just really intrigued to see what is going to be in store for Moraine and Rand within the Blight. We all know how it plays out in the books. Are we going to get the Green Man? I really don't know. It'd be kind of cool if they did include the Green Man in the show. But yeah, so she says they're getting closer to the Eye of the World. But then what I thought was really interesting is that fade, woo, shouting and like literally pointing the way for the Trollocs to go towards Dara, which was something I was adamant was going to be happening in the 8th episode. We were going to get a battle kind of around Dara because there was a leaked photo from episode 8 that had like 5 women all in a row, and then we had some shots of them kind of laying lightning down on them. So that was already in my mind. There's going to be a big battle at Dara. So there's going to be like 2 battles on 2 separate fronts. One for like the Battle of Dara, but also one in the Blight, which is really interesting to see. And it looks to me as if Moraine and Rand, in a particular portion while they're in the Blight, they look to take a little bit of a moment to kind of sit down and breathe and have a little bit of a chat. Perhaps just before they enter the Eye of the World. It would make sense if they did do that. But yeah, it looks to me like this episode is just going to be absolutely action-packed with battles left, right, and center from what we've seen of this teaser. Yeah, so then we see all the Faldarans on their horses going out to meet all the Trollocs. What can I say? Really cool to see. It kind of reminded me of, in a sense, Lord of the Rings in Minas Tirith, when King Theoden comes with his cavalry, and they kind of just charge through the orcs. That's the kind of vibe I get from this shot in particular, which is really cool. But yes, really interesting. I wonder just how much we're going to see of Padan Fain in this, because he's no doubt played a part in getting himself into Dara, into the fortress. And I wonder if it's going to be like a 2-pronged attack. They're going to be attacked from within the Blight, but also from within the Raygate. So they're going to have 2 kind of sides in terms of having to defend against the Shadow, and 2 sets of Trollocs coming at them from both directions, which should obviously very much thin their armies into 2 separate areas. But what might be happening, and this is something you could potentially see in this teaser a little bit further in with the next couple of shots, I believe, is we see Nynaeve, Eggreen, and 2 other people. I believe it's maybe Agelmar and his sister. And so that's at Tarwin's Gap that we know and we can see. So maybe I'm a bit wrong, but I feel like we're going to have the army going towards one set. Now, this is, of course, if it is from 2 different ends. And then kind of Eggreen and Nynaeve in the opposite direction using their 1 power and their abilities, although they don't have much control over it, to attack the Trollocs. I think that could be something which is going to be at play here. But yeah, it's really cool just to see, like, we're going to see Dara get into battle mode. And as we all know, with the Borderlands, everybody there is trained and ready to go into war. So I don't think it's just going to be the men. Well, it is really the men, but it'll be cool to see whether there's anything else included in that. But then we get a shot I just did not expect to see at all, and that is of Mat. Now, this is a complete new shot, 100% new, that we haven't seen yet. Now, we thought, and I still think, we had seen the last of Barney Harris as Mat Coltham. But this would suggest otherwise. But what really interests me here is he looks so ill. I really don't know what to make of this here. Was this whole thing put together before Barney Harris left? Or was the plan all along to have Mat not go with him and then make a kind of triumphant heroes kind of save/return into the battle at Dara? I really don't know what's going on here. It leaves a lot to be thought about, especially with that video that I was literally in the middle of doing and I was about to release later tonight. I'm going to obviously push that back now to either Sunday or Monday, depending on when I want to upload that, and whether I can get my head around the fact that we look like we're going to get Mat in episode 8 somehow. Now, of course, the one striking thing here is it looks to me like, from just looking at him, he's either one, gotten the dagger back, which wouldn't really make sense, although he was very close to Tar Valon, we believe, in terms of how far the waygate in Tar Valon is from the White Tower and the city itself. And because we know they spent a day and a bit more in Dara as well. So that would give him time, actually, if you think logically, to go back to Tar Valon, get the dagger, and then come back, because he looks absolutely worse for wear. The worst we've probably seen him ever in this season thus far. It's really going to be interesting to see what exactly happens with Mat. Maybe, and this is something I've just thought about, and this goes off of some of the other leaks we got that I haven't been able to show you, but I'm sure some of you watching this video would have seen this. We see like these flashbacks where Ishamael shows Rand at the Eye of the World about what the Age of Legends looks like, but he also, I believed in those clips, showed him the future of what his future could be with him having a baby. Spoilers, sorry. But yeah, and maybe this is one of those things where he shows a flash forward of what would happen if he didn't join the Shadow. That this is how they would get at them, this is how their lives would turn out, and what would be in store for them if he didn't. That's one plausible thing I think could be included in kind of this Eye of the World sequence that we'll be getting in episode 8. Right, let us move forward. So up next we have what looks to be Dara being breached by the Trollocs, and so it looks to me like the townsfolk will have to actually kind of fend for themselves by the looks of things, unless there are kind of soldiers still within the keep itself. So that's really interesting. And what else? Let's keep this moving. Let's flow through this now. We see a huge array of not shadows, of arrows coming over the Dara wall onto the shadow spawn that are targeting there. And then we get the look at Perrin, who is running through the hallway. Now, this is something we've seen in a previous teaser, which I presumed would be in episode 7. But of course, obviously that was not the case, as he never was shown to be doing this. So I think this is going to be right at the start of episode 8, right after the end of episode 7, when we found out Moraine has gone with Rand to the Blight. And so I think this would be Perrin running and rushing and trying to catch up with Rand and Moraine and kind of go with them, but I think that's kind of well and truly gone past him now. Or this could be some sort of sequence within the battle for Dara, and he runs off to kind of get ready for the battle, or he's trying to make a kind of heroic save within the city. I really don't know what to make of it. And then, yeah, that pretty much ends the teaser. Then we get one final look at a Fade kind of looking like he's eating something again. And then a final shot, actually, of Trolloc's kind of falling to the ground from a barrage of arrows. But yeah, really, really interesting teaser. And I would presume a final teaser on this final episode of this first season of The Wheel of Time. Right, I'm going to end the video here. So, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on this teaser. What did you make of it? Especially that kind of new look at Mat. Now that's something I don't think any of us was expecting. I will most likely now make a second follow-up video to the one that I've pretty much finished already. To that, just to kind of speculate on what this means for this 8th and final episode. I really don't know. But yeah, let's end it here. So, thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please smash the like button down below. And of course, any comments you have, do leave in the comment section. And of course, if you are new around here and haven't subscribed yet, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below and turning on notifications. Right everyone, I will see you either Sunday or this coming Monday. And I cannot wait and look forward to this final episode this coming Friday. Right, I'll catch you all later on this week.